This might be hard to hear, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Despite the fact that you're eating healthy and you're weight training and you're running up to 5 miles a day every day, you could still be stuck being fat. And this isn't because you're cursed, and it most certainly is not because you need to do more exercise. It's really because your body is literally fighting against you every step of the way, and that's because your stress levels are too damn high. So let's talk about the very real reason why so many of us can struggle to lose fat due to high stress. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Coach Achidi, and I'm both your personal trainer and food educator. And my entire purpose is to give you a health education that is full of common sense and eliminates any forms of BS or misinformation. So if you're looking for a simple and sustainable path to getting healthy, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my video uploads. New videos come out on Wednesdays and Sundays. So let's dive right into the silent killer of our fat loss progress, which is an excessively high level of stress. I'm going to be explaining how it literally breaks down your body, but I'll also be giving you the necessary steps to take to fix it all. Let's first talk about the basics on how stress makes fat loss near impossible. When we get stressed, our body produces a hormone known as cortisol. This is basically our stress hormone. That's not necessarily always a good thing, because when we are having high levels of cortisol like all the time, our body thinks we're always in danger. And the way our body fights against danger is it holds on to fat, because as far as our body is concerned, we need to hold on to fat because there's danger around which threatens our ability to survive. And when we have more fat on our body, we can survive for longer. So it doesn't matter. You could be eating well and moving well, because you're constantly in this high stress state. Your body is going to constantly fight to hold on to every bit of fat you have, and it's gonna stick around your midsection because your body thinks we're in danger, we need fat to survive. And that's not what we really want, is it? High stress does more than just mess with our hormones. Now it's gonna start pushing our buttons and making us crave all kinds of junk food. This is because the more stressed we are, our brain doesn't like that, and our brain demands immediate and high levels of comfort. And unfortunately, healthy food, as good as it is for our body, doesn't do much for bringing our stress levels down. That is where the high sugar, high salt, and high fat foods that we know and love do their job the best. This is why when we're stressed, we crave cookies, donuts, pizza. We want it all, and we want it now. So at this point, it is no longer a willpower issue. It is really just our survival instinct doing exactly what it is programmed to do, which is have us seek out ways of bringing comfort to our brain immediately. This is why you have to remember that the more stressed you are, the easier and the more likely it will be that we will start to mindlessly eat, and we won't even realize it until it's too late. Stress has already messed with our hormones and our ability to deal with cravings. What's the next thing it's gonna do? It is gonna make us sleep like crap. When we are very stressed, our mind is constantly racing. And even though we might be in bed and kind of sleeping, it's not the deep, restorative sleep that helps us function the next day. When we don't sleep deep enough, and especially don't get enough sleep, the next day our hormones are out of whack, especially our hunger hormone. This one is going to go through the roof. And then there's another hormone that tells us to stop eating. Well, that's barely going to get released at all. So what happens? We wake up, we are hungry as hell. We are irritated because we didn't get any sleep. So as soon as we even see or hear or smell any kind of junk food, ooh, it is off to the races. High stress with low sleep means we are in a vicious cycle that we cannot break free from. And this is what causes us to mindlessly snack and eat all day without even realizing it. Having high levels of stress can actually make it so your workouts don't really do as much for your body as you would like them to. This is because you might be taking rest days where you step away from the gym and you don't work out. But because you're in a high stress state, your body is not actually recovering. Your muscles are not going to repair or rebuild themselves. So that means your metabolism is going to stay in the slow lane. A slow metabolism means you're always going to be inflamed and puffed up and ultimately remain overweight. So despite the fact you're hitting your workouts and you're stepping away for a rest day, because you're not getting a full recovery, your body is not repairing and rebuilding muscles, you're not speeding up your metabolism, so you're basically spinning your wheels, and over enough time, you're gonna get worse and not better. Finally, the last way that stress makes fat loss near impossible is by destroying our ability to exercise willpower and make decisions. When we are constantly stressed, our brain is exhausted, and it essentially puts up the white I surrender flag. We're no longer sticking to our workout plan. We're no longer gonna eat our healthy dinner. We are skipping the gym, we're ordering takeout, and now we're lying to ourselves saying, I'll start tomorrow for the millionth time. This is why it is crucial to remember that managing your stress is more than just making yourself feel better. It is literally about making it so that you can stick to your fat loss habits in a consistent way and see the results of all your hard work. At the end of the day, stress is more than just a mental health problem. It is literally also a fat loss problem. This is why learning how to manage your stress is going to be the key to finally losing fat so you become leaner, you become healthier, and you live a better life. And if you want to take it a step further and really learn some of the skills it takes to achieve all of this, I invite you to join my Inner Circle community, which is a private group where I'm giving workshops, free resources, and even classes on how to live a healthier life and do it in a sustainable way. And right now, for the first 50 members, you'll be able to join my group for free. So head down to the video description and tap where it says join my Inner Circle community, and that'll get you in as one of the first 50 members while it still costs you nothing. Stick around because on part 3 of this video series, I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest destroyers of fat loss that many of us partake in, and that is drinking alcohol. You're going to want to watch that one because it is going to expose just how harmful alcohol is and how much harder it makes losing fat even with diet and exercise. So that is definitely a video you're going to want to watch. In just a moment, you're going to see a preview for another video on my channel. Give it a watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Have yourself a great rest of your day.